Hello, I'm Rao.
I'm Rory.
I'm Chris.
I'm Rob. We're into Shikari.
It's Jamie Joss from Hatebreed.
I'm Jason Alon from the band Letlive.
Hey, I'm Greg.
I'm Eric.
I'm Joe.
I'm Tom, and we're the Menzingers.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
Hey, I'm Allie.
We are in the band
Zebrahead.
This is Chris from Motionless in White.
Hey, what's up? Oh, fuck. Take two. That was bullshit. Try it again, ready? Hey, what's up? This is Satchel from Steel Panther. One of the most awesome heavy metal bands ever in the history of the universe. And you're listening to Pit FM, yeah!
Soundwave tour been for you guys so far?
It's been pretty incredible. Yeah, it's like paradise here.
It's been a blast right over there. I had a really good time. Get to see a lot of awesome bands.
Awesome. Horrible.
Soundwave's awesome. I love this tour. It's maybe one of my favorite tours.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends here, and the crowd's been great.
Amazing. Besides the temperature being a little warm today, I couldn't complain about one fucking thing. It's been beautiful.
It's been awesome because all the bands get to hang out and travel together and get into bands we've really never even had a chance to see, let alone hang out with and eat dinner with and just drive.
And we have this reputation for being a-holes, so we prove them wrong. Well, we do have a reputation to be a little bit, but no.
But now Daniel Davis is in the band and things are different.
He's the defibrillator.
Yes. There's a whole new energy to this whole CKY, and I'm into it.
It's been alright. Pretty cool, you know? I mean, the stage is small. You have to play at the same time as a lot of other bands. But that's, you know, comes with the territory with 90 bands, 2 festivals combined into one. So the people that really want to see us, come and check it out.
Woo! God, I'll tell you, man, this has been quite a run for us. The shows have been, I honestly don't remember how the shows have been because every time I go on stage, I'm pretty drunk and pretty high on cocaine. So because of that, it's hard to remember. But I know from hearing stories that the shows have been amazing and we've been great. And I, in particular, am always really good. So I'm sure that I was great.
But when you say run, well, because of last night, because we've been partying so much, I was almost late to the show because I had the runs.
That's true. He had some Indian curry here in Australia, and he was pooping so much.
Does runs mean the same here as runs?
Well, I was talking about a different kind of run, but yes, you had the runs, and that's the thing. Like when he gets the runs, he usually wears some sort of an animal print, spandex, so the diarrhea and the poop, it just kind of blends in with the stripes or the spots, and nobody can tell, except for the smell, of course.
What's been the highlight for you guys? Like, this is what, your third trip to Australia? Third.
Yeah, we've been here 3 times.
Me getting beat up was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I heard about that. Was that in Adelaide?
Saw the black eye.
Nice work. What happened though?
Some rugby dude had something to say.
Two rugby dudes.
And then I spit in his face, and when you spit in somebody's face, if you don't punch me in the face, then you're pretty much a pussy. So that's what he did, and I want to shake his hand because I slept very well that night. Thank you.
So he was passed out in the street in Adelaide for a good 5 to 10 minutes. And when he woke up, we got up and another fight broke out across the street, and there was 2 gunshots, like real close to us. He fired into a crowded street in Adelaide. Adelaide's insane at night. And then he hears the gunshots, and he's like, wait, gunshots, let's go back and check it out.
But Shatter's Ball just told me that I was on the news last night because of that. And they say I got knocked out and then gunshots happened because of me.
That's cool.
But it wasn't because of me. It was some other problem somewhere else.
It's just wherever Bam goes, chaos happens. Like he just took a piss on some shed, and then the security guard runs up and he's like, "You can't piss there," and then he got hit by a truck. Like it wasn't.
The security guy was like, "You can't."
Yeah, it wasn't hard, but like he definitely got shaken up by it. And I was just sitting there watching, like, what the fuck?
You guys are obviously from the States, have gone through winter at the moment. How are you dealing with the Australian summer?
I'm actually fine because I'm Middle Eastern, so I don't burn, but I have friends that have severe blisters all over their bodies.
I don't. I live in Las Vegas where it's really hot like this, so I don't have blisters, but I have friends that have incredibly gross blisters all over their bodies.
And I think one of our friends actually caught herpes from the sun.
He did.
It's in Bobby.
Good times.
Yeah. Bobby got herpes from the sun.
You
guys did a couple of sidewaves on the East Coast with Marilyn Manson. How was it for you performing with, I guess, a major influence on Motionless and White?
Every time somebody asks, I try to like find a word that could really, you know, convey what I feel being able to do that. I mean, it's pretty much just a dream come true to open up for one of my major influences in music. So yeah, just, I don't know, this and that, everything that we do is just pretty much a dream come true.
Where did the name come from? Question.
So we were, it was just like a bunch of us hanging out, really.
In the street, in the alley?
No, we're not the street cats.
Oh. But you're the warriors.
We are the
Go
warriors.
ahead.
All right. So we're just, you know, we got a show and we didn't have a name. And there's a movie called Zebrahead that I had seen probably like 2 days before our first show. And I was like, let's just use this and then we'll change it when we figure out a better name. And we never.
Boring.
We killed a guy named Zebrahead.
Yeah. This guy was named Zebrahead Michelson.
Yeah.
Shanked the shit out of him.
Yeah. Kalima.
And we took it out of his heart and we ate it.
Yeah.
Can we say shit?
Yeah, we can say whatever
We
you
took
want.
it out of his fucking heart and we ate it.
You
Kalima.
can't say fuck, though.
Yeah,
We can say shit and fuck.
You can't say cunt, though.
Son of a bitch.
You guys dropped a Flashlight of Colour in January. How's the reaction gone down to the new songs?
Everyone, it's always going off. Like every time we play, it's always amazing. Like coming over the other side of the world, release an album like a month ago or whatever, and everyone knows the words already. Everyone like shouting back at us, so it's brilliant.
I think with this album, it's like normally on an album there's a couple of songs you don't expect to be playing live and stuff like that, but with this album we just sort of gagging to play like all of them live. And I think that's because they translate so well into a live environment, and just seeing the reaction from people just, you know, cements that.
I've read around on a few different websites that you guys are sort of bringing back the original post-hardcore. When you hear something like that, how does that make you feel?
It's news to us. I mean, we're just literally just writing music that we enjoy, and I think that sort of honing in on some sort of specific orientation with music is a bit needless in this day and age. And I mean, it's flattering and it's cool that people want to identify it, but I think we're just playing music, but that's nice. Thank you.
In this current, I guess, the current market of music, there is a lot of bands that have, I guess, electro influences. What separates you guys from the rest, from everyone else in this sort of scene?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what, like, obviously there's so many sub-scenes and sub-genres, and we started off being influenced by sort of everything from house to drum and bass. We were lucky enough to watch the dubstep scene grow. I don't know, I don't think we really fit in any scene though. I think anyone that listens to the album can hear that it's not really trying.
I have to say there's a lot of newer bands out at the moment that have a lot of electronic influence that I'd say we might do a fairly better job of actually integrating it and having it as part of the music. There's so many bands that I see that are just a rock band with electronics, whereas it's so much a part of our sound and full sort of sonic spectrum that you can't really take it out of our music, whereas a lot of the music around that I see today is just a rock band with an electronic riff over the top, you know, like a loop comes in and breaks down, and then they go back into being a rock band again.
They'll have a little 2-second trance thing before they go into a generic breakdown. It's easy to fall into the clumsiness.
You guys are coming up to your 20th anniversary. Going back to the beginning of the band, did you ever expect that you'd be celebrating 20 years with Hatebreed?
I mean, I always had pretty lofty visions of grandeur, so I mean, I was in it to win it from the beginning. I think if you're going to do something, you got to be passionate about it, and you got to really see the eye, you know, put your eye on the prize and see the destination. So yeah, I mean, I was always thinking, like, I used to say, you know, we're going to be the biggest hardcore band in the world. You know, that was my goal. So
looking at that now, how does it feel knowing that you are the biggest hardcore band in the world?
It's nice that the work has paid off, but I mean, there's no such thing as like, you know, easy street. You don't just get to easy street. Everything gets harder as you go, and everything gets more ridiculous as you go. So you have to just try to find balance, but you know, maintenance is key, and with every record we try to do something a little new without, you know, creating a bunch of whining and complaining. So, you know, we're kind of stuck in our sound and our message, which is good. People love it and are dedicated to it, so we're just going to keep doing what we do, you know.
What's your opinion on the Australian women?
Australian women?
Yes.
What do you think about this? I'll let you answer this.
Thank you. Because I do want to say something. Well, because, you know, being from the States, it's like koala bears and kangaroos. We like that the women, we know that Australia has koala bears, but we don't like when the women have koala bears on their vaginas.
That's why you got to shave your vagina. You don't want some guy to go down and see a koala bear. Because those things are fierce. A lot of people don't realize.
Sharp claws.
You can't just stick your face in a koala bear, especially if it's between a girl's legs. Those things will fucking rip your face right off.
They will bite you.
They were some of the fiercest marsupials known to man. Okay? And I know what you're thinking. Well, Steel Panther is pretty fierce too, and we are. Steel is probably the hardest substance known to science, and panthers are like, they're the fastest land animal. And you know,
when you combine the two,
but you can't. They're not going to kill a koala, not between a girl's legs, because they're like allergic. So shave your vaginas. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You guys have, I guess, being in Panther and also Mudvayne, have developed a bit of a reputation as being heavy drinkers anywhere you tour, or even when you're back at home. Is there anyone else on the tour that can keep up with you guys drinking-wise?
No, that was an easy question.
No, that's
There's a few that try. They end up in the emergency room usually. But yeah,
they won't even come over and say hi.
We're a pretty dangerous band, you know. But that's what Hellyeah is all about. You know, taking things to extremes and having fun with what we do. Jesus, I thought I was gonna hit the emergency room the other night, man. I don't even remember the flight from fucking Adelaide to Perth, man. I mean, that's getting out there. But you know, the cool thing about the band is that when it's time to get down to business, everybody knows, you know, just a couple of drinks to loosen up is all it takes. The party happens after the show. You know, we get up and deliver, we give them everything we got on stage, and then when that's done, then it's time just to let it all hang out and have a great time, you know.
Has it been, I guess, harder? You guys have a pretty hefty back catalogue, sort of picking what you want to play, because you've got to leave space to do Kingston later on?
Well, we do Pinkerton first, and then it is hard to pick what songs to play. It's always been pretty tricky. You really want to play everything, but for a festival we like to keep it upbeat and, you know, play the songs that people know the best and make sure we have fun at the same time.
Pre-show rituals. What's the last thing you guys do before you go on stage?
Ham. We go ham. Okay, where is it? Well, it's already gone, but do they have one?
Oh, but you get
anyway.
ham?
Oh, sorry, my shoulder. What we do, pretend this is a bottle of
just open it in the ham.
This is Unwritten Laws.
They'll be fine with it.
Yeah, they will.
We're friends.
But anyway, they have, this is like our hourglass. And so we start when we're getting ready, and halfway through we're done with sound check, whatever. And by the time it gets down to here, showtime.
And that's what we call ham.
Ham.
You have to have some ham. You have to ham some ham.
Ham. It does taste like wild turkeys.
Ooh. It's good though when it hits the lips, right?
It's delicious.
Actually, maybe it would like some.
Would you like some?
Yeah, I'll want some.
Yeah, I like the way you party. I like the way you party.
Unwritten Law, thank you.
Sorry.
Chad looks for weed.
Found it.
Yeah. I threw up after we played.
Because of the heat.
Yeah, because I'm not feeling too good, and I was really hot, and I threw up.
Because you were on a bender, pal.
No, I wasn't on a bender. I was just, I coughed up all this disgusting
That's a great story,
green
Jess.
shit.
Great story, Jess. On this tour, the first thing we do before we play is wake up. It's the morning, so that's what we've been doing, is getting in the coach to get to the festival, running to the stage, and then just basically getting right in there, doing sound check in front of everybody, because it's band, 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 band.
I got a boner right now. You can't really tell, because these pants are very tight.
Very tight pants. You just got those pants. Stand up and show your bitchy pants.
Check out these fucking.
That's a that's a purple zebra. You can only find I don't know where they found that one.
This is the radio, so you can't see what I'm doing right now, but it's a fucking bitchin' move. This is how I move.
It's a sexy dance, and it's got purple
It's not a leopard.
What kind of animal?
It's a purple zebra. Actually, there are real purple zebras in North Vietnam. A lot of people don't realize that.
You've got many projects on the go. You've got Headbangers Ball, which I think you're still hosting. Is that right?
No, I'm done with
You're not doing
Headbangers.
that? You've got obviously
Jose though, my buddy Jose, he does it on MTV2.com.
You've got your side project Jasta. You had Ice Pick. You've got a clothing line. You sing in Hatebreed, and also you've got obviously a family back home in the States. How do you find time to balance it all?
I don't really, you know. I'm just like, I took a year off or a year and a half off from the label, which was great. Not, you know, having to deal with all the headaches of that. And then with the clothing line, I branched off and did a little bit of stuff with MMA, which was really nice because it helped us grow the company and grow the mail order. And then with, you know, the other bands, I mean, with the Jasta record, I only did 3 shows. So it would be nice to do a tour because the record did good, but Kingdom was more of a serious project, and that I did full U.S. tours with. I did Mayhem Fest with Kirk, and that was a little much, you know, trying to go out and do like a 6-week tour was a lot, but it was cool. It ended up being pretty cool.
What's your views, I guess, on the internet these days, where you can just download whole albums for free and basically just cheap artists out of the money?
That's such a interesting. We talk about it all the time. It's such an interesting thing to have to come around to, because we come from the school of thought where just we would download everything. And I think so far this year, you and I we did that thing, not downloading anything.
Yeah. Pay for.
One of the biggest things was that it seems like if you could just download a record for free constantly, which would, you know, it's very easy to do. We do it all the time. It's good to get, because new bands are so accessible, but it also demeans the value of having an album. So you can just download something, listen to it one time through, and be like, yeah, whatever, you know, it was whatever. But when you actually have to do some work to get an album, it seems like it carries more weight, pay more attention to it and such.
I want people to listen to the music. So I mean, I would say go get it for sure. If you want to spend the money on it, that's awesome, and we so appreciate that, because we wouldn't be able to make music as our living without that.
Yep.
But more than anything, I just want people to hear the records.
I think
I was just gonna say, we hope if you do download it, it translates into you coming to a show. You know.
Whatever, we have no control over it too.
Yeah.
The pay what you can model, I think, is going to be the next thing, and I think our band, it would work well for us because we've got a really loyal fan base.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It
you
sucks.
know what, man? It's like, I look at it this way. I think if you want to listen to the music or whatever, and you like the music, then you should support the band. Because I mean, I get it to be getting free music, but sooner or later, that band's not going to be around because they can't sell records, or they can't, you know, all they can do is go out and tour, but then they can't tour anymore because they can't have any records and stuff. You know what I mean? So if you really like the band, you should support the band and not be the demise of their career. You know what I mean?
Bands can come out now and sell 45,000, 50,000 records and have a #1 fucking record.
That's crazy.
Man. Back in the day, that wouldn't even get you in the top 200. I mean, you couldn't even chart with that, you know? I mean, it's just a totally different world, you know? And I think we're all learning how to adapt to it eventually, you know, but it takes a lot of fucking food out of people's mouths, man, you know? I mean, this is our art. This is all we have, you know? And basically everything's been stolen through that thing, the computer or the internet, except for the live show, and you'll never be able to steal that. You know, that's the most beautiful thing about playing live. You can watch it on DVD, or you can do whatever, but there's nothing like being at a fucking festival like Soundwave today and seeing these bands in person, feeling the vibe, the PA being 110 dB and shaking the room and the whole crowd. You'll never be able to steal that. You can't take that away. And, you know, that's why these things are so important, these kind of things. You know, put all these bands together, put all these people together. It's magic stuff.
I've always loved it. I mean, you know, I get everything for free.
I still buy CDs.
Well, I bought a studio, so the production of our albums doesn't cost a ton anymore because I already own the studio. So at this point, it's not a big loss. As long as we can still play shows is the nature of the point.
And maybe people will get to hear it that wouldn't normally buy it.
Yeah. But if you like it, it's fucking 99 cents. Spend the 99 cents.
Well, there's different ways. Bandcamp and stuff like that. Bands are setting their own price. Bands are paying $20 a song sometimes if they want. I don't know why they do that, but it's pretty cool.
Because if everybody gets it for free, then it's really hard to get back into a studio.
A lot of people don't even know how to get it for free.
Yeah.
Get a torrent client, download the torrent, put it into the torrent client. Now they know. There you go.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter what I think because it's not anything that I have control over. So by expressing a bunch of, feelings in an interview like this, all you're doing is alienating the people who feel like they deserve it to be free. So, I mean, if you really feel that way, I mean, what am I going to do to change it? I'm not going to sit here and beg. I'm not going to beg you for your money. Fuck you. If you don't want to give me your money, if you think that I don't work my ass off and that I don't deserve your money, then, I put fucking tons of work into this shit. If $10 is too much to spend, then you have way bigger problems than I can talk about, right? So, but,
Tough one. It depends how sort of deep you want to go into it. I mean, because art, I don't think should be limited to a person's purchasing power. Like art should be made free for everyone. But then, of course, if you want to be in a band, you have to live it and you have to be able to be paid somehow. But I think most of music nowadays, if you play good live, then you can get revenue from that, and you can afford to continue as a band.
I think we never really had it any other way. So as we were coming up, downloading was really surfacing and really being a part of it. So it's always been there for us, and I guess that in turn has made us just accept it a lot quicker. Whereas I don't know, a lot of bigger bands and older artists that have been recording and are used to this income that they have from selling CDs is now gone. You could imagine that would be a big shock. But so I don't know. We've always just been of the opinion, and we've always been with independent distributors and stuff who have been a lot quicker to adapt than the major labels. So we have the opinion of work with it rather than against it, and it'll all turn around.
I do not oppose downloading music for free. I do oppose people not supporting the artists. So, free music is cool, but not supporting the artists that you're getting for free from, that's not so cool.